Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a few weeks since I've actually sat down and filmed, and that's because I pre-recorded a bunch of my last videos and took some time off while my husband and I had our first baby. But he was born almost a month ago, and we've just been taking the last few weeks to adjust to life as new parents and figure out our new routine with a baby and just kind of get used to everything and enjoy it. But I'm super excited to be back filming, and today I wanted to talk about something that honestly I talk about in a lot of my other videos and on social media and just kind of in life in general, but it's, do you really need a realtor to buy a house? And I just thought it might be helpful, especially for first-time home buyers or people who might be curious if it's really that helpful at all. So let's just jump right on in. So if you're wondering if you really need a realtor to buy a house, the short answer is yes. And I know you're thinking, of course I'm gonna say that, but honestly, I would advise anyone to have their own representation when they're buying a house, whether they're working with me or not. And the number one reason for that is just because having your own realtor as a buyer gives you someone that's there to protect your best interests. I always say if you are buying a house and you're gonna have the listing agent represent you, that's like being sued and having the attorney that's representing the person that's suing you represent you as well. It's not giving you someone who's ultimately there to look out for you. As a buyer, having your own buyer's agent gives you someone that is gonna look out for you and protect your best interests. And not only that, but they're going to be there to negotiate on your behalf. They're going to be there to coordinate everything with the listing agent, and they're not going to have the bias of trying to get the best deal for the seller because you have someone that's going to look out for you and your best interests, not trying to get the most money for the house or look out for the other party. There is a lot that makes up a realtor's job duties, especially as a buyer's agent. Some of the things include tracking down listings that meet your criteria. So from the get-go, you're going to talk to them about what you're looking for in a house and what your wants and needs are. They're going to do everything that they can to find listings that meet that criteria. Especially right now, that can be really difficult because we have a major housing shortage right now. So that might even include trying to find off-market listings that meet your criteria just to find you what you're looking for. On top of that, once you get an offer accepted on a house, they're going to be the one that helps negotiate all the terms on your behalf. So things like repairs and contingencies, closing timelines, everything like that. They're also there to provide guidance with other vendors, so things like lenders from the beginning, things like inspection companies, appraisal companies, people that might need to come in to fix repairs, anything like that. Your realtor can give you some really good advice on who is available to work with because they've likely worked with a lot of people and can point you in the right direction. And then, like I said, on top of that, your buyer's agent is going to be the one that's helping to coordinate the entire transaction from start to finish, along with the seller's agent. So that just kind of takes that load off of you and gives you peace of mind. So you can be there to tell them what you want and what's going on with your life, and then they will relay all of that and go to work on your behalf. On top of that, a major responsibility, whether you're on the buying or the selling side, is just staying on top of market trends. I know I've had a few clients that I've been working with from months back and that are just now starting to get serious about their search. And in that amount of time, there's been a lot of changes in the housing market here. We've had inventory drop a lot more, prices continue to go up, there's changes with interest rates. So it's really important as a realtor, especially as a buyer's agent, that you're staying on top of those trends and always monitoring what the housing market is doing so that you can accurately advise your clients in the right direction and just help them as best as you can. And also, another huge reason why you should work with a realtor to buy a house is that it costs $0 to you as the buyer. As the buyer's agent, we get paid by the seller because we are the ones ultimately bringing a buyer to them. And so that's just kind of the responsibility that falls on the selling side. And I find that a lot of people actually don't know that as the buyer, your realtor is free to you to work with. So honestly, there's no reason to not have someone on your side to help you out. And I will say, just as a little disclaimer, because I get people saying this a lot, there are certain times where it may cost you something to work with a realtor just because some people structure it differently. They may prefer to work on a flat fee, or maybe the sellers won't be taking care of that, something like that. But in those cases, you will always know about that beforehand, so it's not something that's gonna just like jump up and surprise you at the closing table or anything like that. But yes, except rare cases, it costs $0 as a buyer to work with a realtor. So I just don't see why not. You might as well. So yeah, if you have been wondering if you really need a realtor to help you buy a house, I hope this helped clear up any questions for you. Honestly, like I said, having your own realtor as the buyer is so helpful to you, and it really comes at no risk to you. So why not? It's not going to hurt, and it's just going to give you more peace of mind and more representation so that you can be sure that your best interests are being looked out for. So that's all for today, guys. I know that was just a short and sweet video, but I hope it helped. And if you have any questions about buying or selling or real estate in general, I'd love to help you out. My contact information is in the description box below, and I'll leave my social media information below as well if you want to connect with me over there. But until my next video, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.